Andrew, hello, buddy. How are you doing?
How are you? I do enjoy being with you guys. I try to find my way on this camera once a day, somehow, even if it's just my forehead.
I did catch you do that yesterday when we were talking to Perry. So uh, it was good to see, the hair, at least the hair looked good.
Thank you.
But now we get to see you in full here. Great bowling. Another strong day out in the lanes here at the Masters. You were on the burn squad yesterday. Talk about kind of navigating the fresh today after a solid start yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I made a game plan after practice for the fresh, and then you go right into the burn squad and just they're gonna hook. So getting pins on that is important, especially the first day. I'm sure other people have talked about it, but the burn squad is gonna get rougher and rougher as the week goes on. So the fresh squad, they hooked way more than I thought. Threw totally different bowling balls than I thought, but thankfully I was open-minded, and I actually got into the game 2. I was sliding the same spot I said game 1 of the burn squad yesterday. So good luck to the burn squad today. I hope they don't hit any of my pairs.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about, you had a good start to the tournament yesterday, but what was the kind of strategy in terms of scoring pace today? I think we speculated that maybe if you felt like you got through the first 3 games even, that you'd have a nice look going into the last 2. Was that kind of how you were looking at it, or was it a little different?
100%. Game 1 today, I got space jammed a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is, but I had like a 4 or 5 frame stretch where I literally just couldn't throw a good shot. So bowling gods gave me a couple breaks there to get 220 out of game 1 somehow, and that really just kind of got me off and going. It's a lot different if I have 160 that game. So I ended up having 160 game 3 on a weird pair, but like you said, I had some pins already, so I was already more comfortable. And then I went to a really good pair game 4, and I took advantage of it. And I kind of knew that pair was going to be good. I was already told about my game 4 pair, so that's what you got to do at the Masters. We just try to make it through qualifying. The second tournament starts in a couple days, as long as you make it there. And then when you hit a good pair, you got to take advantage of it because there's not going to be that many of them.
I have
Anyone
so
else
many
want to know
questions.
about Space Jammed here?
Yes, thank you so much,
Okay.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Need some
So
clarification.
when you get space jammed, you have your talent taken away for a short period of time, and you forget how to either walk and/or throw a bowling ball. And I did both. I started practice feeling good. I was like, wow, they're gonna let me bowl good today at 7:30 in the morning. And then game frame 5 came around. I went miss head pin left, miss head pin right, miss head pin left, miss head pin right. And I looked around and I was trying to figure out who took it. It took me about 5
Was
or
it Bugs
6.
Bunny?
It could have been. It took me about 5 or 6 frames to find it, but I figured it out thankfully.
Andrew, again, great bowling. I'm curious why you said the burn squad was going to be rough and probably tomorrow's, I imagine, would be even more difficult. Perry Krause said the same thing yesterday. In your opinion, why is that from the education to the viewers watching as they understand
Yeah, so
more about the sport?
for sure. Every time the lane machine goes down the lane, the pattern's going to feel flatter. And for us, when the patterns feel flatter, especially the guys with the higher rev rate, we start farther left. So as you know, the farther left you start, the less hold you're going to have later on in the day. So like I said, game 2 today, I was already where I started the burn squad yesterday. And then if you equate that to tomorrow, we're talking about another 5, 6 boards of hook from the get-go. If that happens, that burn squad's going to have it pretty rough. There's not going to be much hold. So a lot of, I'm sure Perry feels really good about having a lot of pins, and he's probably wanting to get even more today, knowing what squad he has tomorrow. And even to take that further, when you bowl in practice, especially after we have some sweepers here, they probably have house shots out for numerous months, and then they put out the sports shot. You have some of that memory on the lane. The lane stripper tries to do its job, but it doesn't always feel like it does it completely. So the lanes will feel flatter and flatter. They're hooked more and more, and the burn squad will have a go at it. Let's just be thankful there's not a double burn this year, because then it'd be violent to Lofton.
Yeah, thinking ahead to tomorrow, I know you still have one more day of good bowling to get yourself into that cut. But do you feel like it feels like you've been a player that's been more comfortable starting further left so far? Is that something you think you'll be able to do during the matches, or are you going to try to maybe get a little bit of a look from the right just in case that turns out to be an option in some of the matches?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like my ball reaction better in the middle of the lane, because I know the ball will hook. Where to the right, it's a little touchy. But I promise you that come match play, if I do make it there, I will bring out plenty of options to play straight. Match play, just like a few years ago, in 2019 when we bowled here in qualifying, everybody got through qualifying curving the ball. When it came to match play, there was a lot of urethane on the gutter, a lot of playing straight, and the guys that made it to show, especially on the right side lane, were throwing urethane. So I would expect the same, but I definitely like my ball reaction so far, starting far to the left, and I have no problem sliding left gutter frame one if that's what's asked.
Andrew, one final question for you. First and foremost, I'm still blown away by this whole Space Jam thing. It's fantastic.
It happens, man. It happens.
And you got the jersey too. I know you got the Toon Squad jersey from a couple years ago, from in El Paso, for the Open Championships. But I did want to ask you. We talked a little bit about Perry, and when I talked to him afterward, he was thankful to have you and a few other folks out there as extra set of eyes. And I know your brother Matt is out here competing as well this week, and and he had a good opening day as well. So just talk a little bit, just kind of being in an environment you're comfortable in as well, with a lot of folks like that around, supporting each other and helping throughout the course of the week.
Yeah, it's no secret that my brothers are my biggest supporters. They don't miss a shot when I'm on live stream. They don't miss a game, have live scoring. So it's really nice to be out here, see Matt, and even better, he had a great start to the event. I would be lying if I said I wasn't trying to beat him yesterday, because I can't let him have that on me, that he beat me at any squad. So, no, I'm, Perry and I work together now at Turbo. We've known each other for 5 years. Well, we've worked together for 5 years now, but we've known each other 8, 9 years, going back to the college days. And Perry's always been one of those guys that I just love being around, man. He makes people around him better. And if I can help him, I will in any way possible, until match play. And then when we bowl each other, hopefully, it'll be exciting. But yeah, man, this is being out here for team trials so many times. My mom lives here in Vegas. I've been out here a lot, so this is definitely a comfortable setting. And I'll be lying if it says I've won this event before, so I know what it takes to win this event. I know what it takes to get through qualifying, and I know the differences between the qualifying and match play. So once I get there, I feel like I have a good chance.
Well, 2018 Masters champion Andrew Anderson. With that, we'll let you take off and get ready. And what squad is Matt on anyway?
What's that?
What squad is Matt on?
Matt started on A squad, so he'll be tonight. We'll be back on the lanes. I gotta go shine some of his bowling balls. We're gonna go do some ball work for him. He's gonna show up. I hope he's not listening. He's gonna show up with a whole new bag.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you get prepared for that. But thanks again for joining us here, and great bowling at the Masters, good sir.
Thank you. Good to see you guys.
Thanks, Double A.